Hello, my name is Nation, and here is the tutorial for xmgrace. Actually, I make another one several years ago, but in Chinese version, and then I got a lot of requests that I should make an English version. So here we are. So let's get started. So first of all, I will give you a very brief introduction about xmgrace. Actually, it's a plotting software, and normally we use it for scientific plot, especially for the data rendering here. And this is my Ubuntu on the Linux. Okay. Um, well, so first of all, you can have the. Sorry, give me a second. You can search the xmgrace, and you will see the homepage and user guide here. So they are pretty useful and quite many detailed information in it. But here I will give you a very brief, essential introduction about how to use the basic functionality in the xmgrace in this tutorial, and I will talk about more advanced one like to use the command line or even make a script here. Okay, so this is the source you can get from online here, especially the user guide here. I frequently go to here and check out the command I need to use. Okay, so to give you a sense what it look like, it would be something like the output would like this. So, okay, so it's upside down. So it look like you have a data here, and you can plot with the like title, subtitle, axis, and setup here. Okay, so next thing is how to install it. Actually, in the Ubuntu is pretty easy. You just use the software center and type in Grace. That's xmgrace. Type in Grace, and you will find a link here. Okay, so in this here, I will use the demo one. Previously, I used the demo one. This is a basic one. So I will use the same material for doing this tutorial. Okay. Alright, so suppose you already have some data here. Let's see the data first. So I use my text editor to open the data I would like to draw. So here is just randomly created, it's like it's a month and oil price, something like this. So you will see there is a pound sign here. This is for the command. So in xmgrace, it will ignore anything after the pound sign here. So this is a x-axis and y-axis here. Actually, you can specify which one is x, which one is y. But by default, it was set by the first column is for x, second with y, and maybe y2, y3, y4, x. You can have more like when you plot the arrow bar, it's quite the function is quite thoroughly. Okay, so you can plot just this data set very directly by just typing the here, and it's the simplest command to plot this. Okay, so you will have basically nothing but just the data set here, and the format is by default here. So this tutorial is just turn this data into the what we can see here, this picture here or here. Okay, so this is our goal in this tutorial here. So okay, let's from the very beginning here. So suppose let me open the new terminal, new Windows of xmgrace, the command. What after you install, you just type in xmgrace. It was a code program here. So this is totally empty here. So first you will see the GUI here. So that's I would talk about all the things you would need to know later. But now we'll just focus on plotting the data. Now you can understand you can learn more by the examples. So here we got the menu bar. You have data here, and you click import. Now we have ASCII file. So you will have a file here. Okay. So remember, because we use a terminal on the folder that's contain a file with the demo1.dat here. So you will automatically filter all the .dat file. If you want to have another data set like .tst here, you need to type in like demo1.tst manually. But if your data set is .dat file, it will just read automatically here. So when you click here, it will be selected. Okay. So now it's go to the graph 0 set 0 here. Okay, that's our destination, and there is several options. I will talk about that. So now we just have single set. So we have two columns, and this is a SY plot here. Actually, you have a lot of options here, like a bar, a polar plot, or like a SYDX. DX means that um, your error bar is in the x-axis. The y is your error bar, and the third column is the for the y arrow. Okay, so now I want to auto scale all the data in x and y axis. That's okay. So very easy. Just click OK. So just two click, you get the same thing as we used the command line before. Okay, so just to demonstrate, they are the same. Demo 1 .dat. So okay, so you get the same thing here by the data import ASCII here. You get the same thing, just use the command line here. Okay, so the next thing we'd like to do is to fine tune or to make a more meaningful access and labeling stuff here. So first of all, I would like to start from the plots here, the go to the menu bar plots. So actually you have a lot of options here, and let's just take a graph appearance first. And you will see go to here a lot of title like oil, let's say oil price. That's here. Okay, you got that. So and you can also go to title, and you can change the font size. I like to this one, and go a little bit larger maybe. Okay, very easy, right? And go to a frame. A frame kind of box underneath the axis. So now if we don't want the box, we can just use a pattern now and say apply. Yes. So nothing changed because the axis overlap your frame. So what you see here actually is axis. So what I can do to show you is to make axis gone here. For example, now I go to x-axis active here, and go to the go to the tick mark, and I use normal side. So you see here is gone here. However, if we put in, you see the frame will be there here. Okay, so so actually it's a frame and the axis original overlap. Now if you just don't want that, you just use none here, the pattern, go to the frame, the graphic appearance, then select the frame tag, and choose the pattern as none here, and apply. You will get disappear, and because we set axis of just a normal side here under tick mark here. Okay, so we'll do the same thing for the y-axis because we don't want this part. So we go to tick mark, also the normal side here. Okay, fairly good. So next we like to change the range. So let's say it's not really pretty. We like to go to from maybe from 80 something, but we just stop at 160 something. Okay, y-axis. Okay, and we also want to change the x-axis because it's a 12 month. So we go to actually I like to stop at 13 and I'll tell you why. And then go to the man here. Then we have the major spacing. This is a major spacing, so this set to 5 actually is 5 here and then 10. Now we go to a 1 and minor tick is just a 0 here. Okay, so now we have to stop to cancel this guy here. How should we do it? So you can go here, then call the tick label, and you set specify to 12. Then you apply, it's gone here. So you have some space here, but you will shows the label here. Also, maybe it's a good idea to set 1 because we don't have month 0 here. Okay, so then you can have the x-axis, the string label string like month. Okay, then you can have the y-axis as a price. Okay, so then you can anyway if you want to edit that, you can just double click that. So for example, double click that. So you will pop up a y-axis. Double click here, it could show you the x-axis here. Also, if you want to edit a set data set, you can just double click the data set there. So here we like to have this legend like code the let's say curve. I don't have no idea. So you have a curve here. So how to move around the legend is there is a trick. You have to Control L together. Now your cursor change the hand shape. So you grab it to the place you want. Just place it. Okay. So you type ESC escape. Then your cursor will return to the arrow. Okay. So we can play around with it. So for example, we want this to be a thicker line. So we change the width of that so it's thicker. Also, we want some symbol. So we select circle, and you see the a legend also change here. And you have a circle as your data set here, and you can change the size. Let's say change it to 80 something, and and go to the different color. And you can also change the pattern of that. The pattern, fill pattern like this pattern. Okay, now it's more clear. Alright, so I think so far so good, right? So now how to save the file. Okay, there you can have here and save as something. So I would say this is AGR file like all the command you use here just save here, and you can edit that later. So for example, like let's say test did AGR, it's actually a text file. I will show you very quick. Then if you want to print out another format, you use file, then print. Okay. You should because it directly already there. So I have to show you how to edit it. So you go to the file print setup here. So you have option like the device setup. I set a PostScript here. Actually, you have several options here, but PostScript is the best one. And the output, I said print to file. You click this one here. Okay. So the name will be the test and PostScript here, .ps here. Okay. So I already said that, and I then print again. it's already there, so I overwrite it. So good. So let's go back to my terminal here, and I type ls or ll. So you have the test.agr and test.ps here. So you use even test.ps. I believe it's upside down a little bit. Sorry, I don't know why. Um, so this is what you can have a PostScript here, and also if you use the gedit to open the test.agr here, so you will see all the kind of um, data you have here. For example, we have the uh, red symbol here. So actually, you can search color. The red one corresponding to 2, so you type 2 here. So let's show you large screen here. So you go down here, your symbol to field 2 here. So actually, this is a very nice feature because that um, it provide you some ability for adding a script according to what you want. Also, when we talk about a command line, it's much convenience when you want to produce a lot of graph at the same time. Okay, so I think that's the first tutorial, the very basic function or most essential functions of the xmgrace. I hope you will enjoy it, and later I will talk more about other stuff. Okay, so let's stop here. Thank you so much.